Hello and welcome to the second part of my 10-part video series for A Realm Reborn Released. In this one, I'm going to be showing off all of the mounts in the game and all of the minions that I have. I will not be covering where to get them because I will be putting a link at the end of the video to a website that has all of the pets and mounts and where and how to get them. So without further ado, let's go ahead and start with some of the mounts. Now, since there's only a few mounts, I know I just said I won't say where you get them. There's only like 6 or 7 mounts in the game, so I guess I can go over that. The Corel Mount here. Turn off the UI. This mount is from the Digital Collector's Edition, or the Physical Collector's. But like I just said a second ago, if you don't have the Physical Collector's Edition, you can digitally upgrade, and they will send this to you in the Mag Mail. Just run around for a minute to get you to see what the running animation looks like. Alright, and then we can switch to a different mount here. This is the Gobu Mount from 1.0. This is no longer attainable. Just run around because it looks a bit different. Also, I forgot that we can jump now. Okay, next mount. This is the Unicorn Mount. It is from a level 30 Conjurer quest, not White Mage. And just a neat little thing with this one, if you are a pure female, you will sit on this differently than every other race in the game. Alright, so let's go to the next mount, which is the Legacy Chocobo. Only Legacy members are able to get this mount, and it is no longer attainable by any means. It is just a normal Chocobo. You cannot change the barding on it. Except that the feathers are different, the barding is unique, and they have this little thing on their beak. Anyway, you know, just moves just like a regular Chocobo. The barding with it does not prevent the wings from flapping, so that's good. And if you are a Legacy member and you're just logging on, you will get this in the mail, provided you relog under your character if it's the first time. And if you had the Chocobo license in 1.0, you are able to write it immediately. Alright, let's go ahead and get... can't remember what my buttons are. Okay, so the next one is just the regular Chocobo, which I'll go ahead and take off the barding real quick. Okay, I can't. The barding that it's going to have is also from the Collector's Edition, but you can change it to your Grand Company one if you wish. But here's the regular Chocobo with the Behemoth barding, which, like I said a second ago, is also from the Digital Collector's Edition, or just the Collector's Edition in general. Still need to get used to that. The mouth does work with the Chocobo's beak, so when you jump, its mouth opens. Other than that, the Grand Company Chocobo is the exact same as the Legacy one, except that the coloring is a bit different. Let me go ahead and remember what button brings back the UI. Let me see if I can change it while I'm on it. Yes, I can. Okay. This is the Grand Company Armor, the best one for Limsa. And just to show it off, that if you have certain bardings and you jump, sometimes your feathers will not flap because of the stuff that's in the way of it. However, if you take it off, which I had shown with the Grand Company Chocobo, or the Legacy one, if you have it naked, which I don't know if you can do anymore, it will be able to flap its wings. And you can also mix and match the barding like this, in case if you don't like the legs that are in front. So let me go ahead and put all the barding back on. And then I'll get to the mount that everyone wants to get to. Okay, so this is the Magitek Armor mount. And this is free from the storyline quest. All you have to do is complete it. And Yahoo! I need to log out of that later. So this is how it looks. And I'm sure you've heard by now, the music that plays while mounted on everything that isn't the Chocobo is the old Gobu music, which they have remade the Terrace theme music, which makes me wonder why they even bothered not putting it on this. And sadly, you cannot use the cannon to do anything. Okay, so that does it for the mounts. Now, I said that I wasn't going to say where to get them at, but I am going to be showing off all of the pets that I have, and boy do I have a lot. So let's start with this one. I'm not even going to go ahead and say what they're called, just because it says what it is. Alright, next one. And I'm just going to switch without talking now. Now, just to bring up mention with this one, this is the Maelstrom version. They have one for each of the 3 grain companies. I don't know how well I'm going to be able to get this one, just because it's really tiny. No, wait, I forgot to show how the baby raptor runs. And the kid roar, now that I think of it. Okay, back to the Chico larva. Kind of reminds me of a head crab. I'm sure that some of you have seen that some of these have idle animations. I'm not gonna bother waiting around for it. So if it happens to happen while I'm taking a look at it, you'll see it then. Okay, now special notice to this one. This one is also from the Collector's Edition. All the stuff from the Collector's Edition will be sent to you, and I guess I can show it off really quick. The last thing to come with the Collector's Edition is this. It is themed after the Warrior of Light helmet from Final Fantasy I. Note, though, that it is not modeled after the one from Dissidia. Although I guess technically, I guess you could say that, because of the EX limit break. Okay, back to my regular one horn. Also just throw that in there. Yeah. Okay, back to pets. This one is from the Collector's Edition. Isn't that adorable? Okay, it's not supposed to be sliding like that. Or maybe it is, I don't remember, I don't use this one that much. I don't think it's supposed to. But maybe it is. If it is, it's a little glaring. Why does my vision keep snapping like whatever? And yes, that is a diaper on the Infinite. Alright, possibly one of my favorites. At first, you know, it looks just like a regular brick. But then you realize it has tiny legs, tiny legs, a devil tail, and bat wings. And then the last one here is my absolute favorite pet so far. Oh yeah. They went there. And if you sprint, it can start leaving dust trails behind. Although I think you have to be on terrain that warrants dust trails. But either way, that's the pet and mount video. The next one might be a primal, or it might be just a rundown of the new classes. I haven't made up my mind yet, but be sure to keep an eye out for that, and I will see you next time.